If you could give the people a message, what would it be? In this world, there are many who ghost hunt. In this world, there are many who pick up devices trying to communicate with the dead, all for the purpose of being famous and making money. I have seen many who communicate and yet do nothing to help spirit. In this world, there is the land of the living and the land of the dead. I see both. I have always seen both, and now I understand why the videos they bring you are like nothing you have ever seen. And for the first time, there is a person who can give you a visual of spirit. Can you show your faces within this television? A light came down and shined in my face from Venus. What was that? There is a world within this universe. Imagine this whole world has defied the laws of your creator. Imagine what would happen to this world for the people following man's laws and worshiping false prophets. I am speaking of this world, for the people have sinned, and my people are worshiping demigods that man has created. And for this, look at what is happening to your world.
Biologists are baffled at what is killing birds across several states in the country, including Ohio.
Several birds across central Ohio, like this one, are dying for unknown reasons, an unknown disease.
New information this morning about the unexplained increase in sick and dying songbirds in multiple states.
Concern continues to grow about a mysterious illness affecting songbirds all across the Midwest. Conservation officials say the strange disease has not been detected
after reports of sick and dying songbirds. But it's not just happening there. Cases have been reported in Kentucky and Ohio as well.
You may have noticed, have you seen any birds around that have been dying? Wildlife officials say it's become a big problem. Mysterious deaths of birds all over, including right here in Pennsylvania and Delaware. So many of our counties, people are finding these dead birds in 27 different counties just in Pennsylvania.
An illness linked to a mysterious medical condition. Experts don't know if this can be passed to people or pets.
Information tonight on reports that songbirds in central Indiana are dying off because of a mysterious illness. Conservation officers tell us it's happening in other states too. And now we've heard similar reports coming from Ohio, Kentucky, even Washington, D.C. Wildlife officials say they can't really figure out what's going on.
But over the last few weeks, bird watchers have noticed something strange.
Eye crustiness, eye discharge, and swollenness in the eyes, as well as neurological symptoms.
There have been links to maybe pesticide or herbicide uses, or this could be a disease that we're not familiar with. You know, they have tested negative for avian influenza, they've tested negative for West Nile virus.
And he says if you find a dead songbird, best not to touch it. Right now, they just don't know if what's killing the birds can be passed on to humans.
Jin hopes they find answers soon.
Sad, really sad, you know. It's birds in nature.
All new tonight, birds across the region are dying from something. And as bird watchers grow concerned, 7 News reporter Stephanie Grindley met with the West Virginia DNR.
A mysterious illness is killing birds in Kentucky.
A mysterious illness in birds has now been reported here in central Kentucky. The Department of Fish and Wildlife is now asking people in Madison County to take down their feeders as they try to learn more about what's killing these animals.
It's devastating. It's potentially devastating.
The concern for bird lovers is growing.
Once I start hearing large numbers like that, it sounds like we have some sort of a credible epidemic on our hands, and people should take it seriously.
But now Kentucky Fish and Wildlife says this unknown illness has been reported in our area. The states reporting the illness have also recently expanded to include Delaware, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania.
If it's spreading as quickly as it is.
This is British Columbia. Stacked on its beaches are baked and burnt oysters. They've all been cooked by the extreme heat wave in Canada. At least 1 billion marine animals have died in the country since late June. 1 billion. The beaches are dry, the seaweed is charred, and so are the animals.
These guys are just dead.
Like this one here is freshly dead.
Because it's opened up?
This used to be alive?
Yeah.
Now there's nothing.
The temperature in Canada touched 40 degrees Celsius between the 26th and 28th of June. Oyster pickers and owners of oyster farms had expected the heat wave to affect marine life, but no one had predicted a situation this bad. Clams, sea stars, mussels, seaweed, all are gone. Canada's beaches are stinking of dead animal. No one knows how big the effect on the environment will be.
Mussels, most of the mussels around here now are all gone. My clams, you can see the sand dollars and stuff, are all dead.
Are we in the biblical times? Is the Bible a playbook?
Spirituality was here long before religions. It is through spirituality that you will find truth. It is through spirituality that you will connect to your ancestors. It is through spirituality that you will find knowledge. Believing in religion will do nothing for you. This is what I tell people, is that believing in these religions today that exist, when a person dies, they will go to a dark place. Is this correct? If religion was the way, then why kill? The Romans, how many lives did they take to bring in the ways of Catholic? The conquistadors, how many lives did they take to bring in the ways of Christianity? As I have said in the past, I am here to knock all religions down. Take a look at what is happening to your churches, for it is my energy that is flowing through your world, and there is more to come. For I am here, and there is no forgiveness.
Getting a lot of attention in this country because we don't give Canada any attention at all, but all of a sudden Canada looks a lot like the Soviet Union. Seem like we're exaggerating a little bit? Well, they're burning Catholic and Anglican churches in recent days. Leftist groups are. But Canada's leaders aren't condemning the burning of churches. No, they're endorsing the burning of churches.
Now to Canada, where horrors from a different era have returned to haunt the country. Another mass grave of children has been unearthed. School children. And this is the third one since May. 182 unmarked graves have been found in British Columbia. More than 1,000 mass graves have been found in Canada. The findings have led to an angry backlash. But neither the Justin Trudeau government nor the Catholic Church wants to take responsibility. Here's a report.
The Indigenous communities of Canada are living a nightmare on repeat. In recent weeks, more than 1,000 unmarked graves of their loved ones have been found. Another 182 graves have now been discovered at former Indigenous schools, the third such find since May. The remains are believed to be of students between 7 to 15 years old. Some bodies were buried in shallow graves only 3 and 4 feet deep. They were found near Cranbrook in British Columbia, at the St. Eugene's Mission Residential School. From late 1800s to late 1990s, more than 150,000 Indigenous children were forced to attend residential schools. These schools were operated by the Catholic Church on the behalf of the federal government. These schools were a front for a forced assimilation campaign. The children were barred from speaking their language. They suffered sexual and physical abuse at the hands of school authorities. Many students disappeared. They are now being found in unmarked graves. The grim history has entered current politics. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is under pressure.
Personally, directly, with His Holiness Pope Francis, to impress upon him how important it is, not just that he makes an apology, but that he makes an apology to Indigenous Canadians on Canadian soil. I know that the Catholic Church leadership is looking and very actively engaged in what next steps can be taken.
The Vatican had refused to apologize. It is facing a violent backlash. 2 Catholic churches were set ablaze in Canada on Wednesday. In recent days, as many as 8 churches have been either destroyed or damaged in suspicious fires. Last week, a statue of Pope John Paul II was defaced outside a church. Red paint was smeared across the base of the statue.
There it went.
Wow. A piece of Alberta's history up in flames. The early morning fire at St. Jean-Baptiste Church in the center of Morinville, visible from a distance, drawing residents to the scene, shocked by what they find.
I really don't know how to feel. I just feel sad as hell.
And I said, there's no way this church burns to the ground. It's not possible. And here it is, burnt to the ground.
In recent days, a handful of Catholic churches have been burned, most on First Nations territory. This parish was on Morinville's main avenue, named for a problematic bishop, and children's shoes are visible through the rubble on the front steps, a tribute to those who died at residential school.